inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Yay! It's the last day of the Affirmation Challenge. We'll have to come up with another challenge for the podcast. I don't know about you, but I have been enjoying myself. This has been really amazing. It gets me excited every single time I go through it. So the final affirmation that you have to journal about today is, I surround myself with positive people who are growing. How many of you know that the entrepreneurial journey can and often is a very lonely road? It's a lonely road until you learn to let go of people who don't share your vision and then become intentional about being around people that do. What happens with most individuals is you try to get people that you were raised with, people that just because they're your family members, you try to get them to jump on board with your vision and they don't. And when they don't, you're hurt because this whole thing of encouragement and support becomes so important to you. And out of resentment, a lot of times the byproduct of that, you end up being alone. And you don't want to create new relationships because you feel like nobody believes in you anyway. Not understanding nor accepting and respecting the fact that the people that you want to support you, they really only can support you to a degree because they have no idea what it looks like to be a full-bred entrepreneur. And a lot of times you may be thinking to yourself, no, they know because, my grandfather owned a gas station, or, this person used to sell their poetry and books. And it's like, no. If you are doing this and you're going all the way in, like for instance, myself, there is no other option. There is no working for someone else. The vast majority of the people that I know don't understand what I'm doing and can't fathom that I would have even made half of the decisions I made in order to be able to pursue this. If they knew, they would literally call me crazy. And my expectations are not high for people to understand, to support, or to encourage me. What I realized is that it was imperative that I get around the kind of people who understood the journey, that would encourage me, that were ahead of me, so that I could have light at the end of the tunnel. And this is something that's very critical for you as an entrepreneur and while you're creating this affirmation, because long rangers, they don't build dreams. A lot of people say, the best way to build your business is through collaboration. Well, guess what? If you're an entrepreneur, you're collaborating, period. For instance, me as a coach, when someone decides that they want to allow me to be their coach, they're allowing me to be a part of the collaborative process to build their dream. You can't get anywhere doing this by yourself. You absolutely have to have people that are working with you. And then, yes, there are times when it is hardcore collaboration, meaning you and another entrepreneur work on a business venture or something of that nature. So instead of saying collaboration, we could literally say joint venture. But you get the gist of what I'm saying, that there will be times and seasons where you will physically need to work with people. And for that reason, part of the thing that you need to speak into existence to ensure your success is also what it looks like to work with other individuals, to be surrounded by people that believe in your dream. This is extremely critical. Just do a quick overview. We have talked about our abilities, why we can do what we do, why we should do what we do, who needs us, the strengths that show that we're built for it, the actions that we need to take in order for it to manifest, why it has to be us, how looking at the competition is a good thing so that we can truly make sure that we look at the voids, but not to look at them so strongly that they actually discourage us. We've analyzed time and how there isn't much more to lose and why we need to step into action. We've looked at our current situation with gratitude and then evaluated how we can also do that, but have excitement for the future. And now it's time to bring other people in. Remember earlier I said, hey, don't get to sharing everything too quickly with anybody, because I wanted you to be grounded first. So with all of that being said, I want you to think about some people that are in your inner circle and the positive attributes that they contribute to help you to get to your next level. If you don't have these kind of people, write down the kind of people that you need to have in your life to make sure that this process is easier for you. You've got to get it written out and you've got to speak on it so that you can attract these kinds of individuals to you, the kind that will call you out on your limiting belief, the kind that will require you to do a better job, to raise the bar, to have high expectations. These are the kind of people that you need. It's about getting away from the land of familiar. It's about deviating from what's comfortable. It's about realizing that you're no better than your comparison. That's a famous thing that I always say. To give you a prime example, a young man could be, 23 years old, have just purchased his first home, but maybe he was, raised in the ghetto and none of his family went to school and they've never owned a home. When he looks at them, he could be like, yeah, I'm not like my family. Look at where I've come to. Look at where I've gone. Look at how I've grown. But there's another 23-year-old who actually went to college, graduated, formulated their own things, started their business, and they are already making multiple six figures. Well, if he compares himself to him, then he'd have to watch himself to make sure that he doesn't down himself, but he would have a higher level to strive for in order to be, quote unquote, doing it big and really standing out and shining. And this is another reason why your circle has to be strong. And you definitely want your inner circle to be full of people that are not only positive, but people that you have to keep up with, people that you have to actually strive to be on their level. Can there be some people that are not on your level? Absolutely. But they have to still have that same characteristic of striving, because you would be then taking all that's put in you and putting it into someone else. But the point is that you need a well-balanced circle where you're going to have people that are looking up to you and expecting you to do better, people that are on your level that are moving forward with you, and then people that are above your level so that you have a place to strive to, so that your goals can stay high and that you don't end up suffering from mediocrity. So what does your circle look like? What kind of people do you have to support you? This is critical for you to fulfill your dream and to stay focused. Friends, this is the last day of the Affirmation Challenge. This is where we put it all together. Look at all that you've said. Look at all that you've written. And the thing about it is you're taking the simplistic statements and you're putting it into an affirmation. But because your mind doesn't forget anything, all of those beautiful things that you've been journaling for the last week, it's the fuel, the subconscious fuel to the fire for this affirmation that you've created. I'm going to read to you my affirmation as it is complete from when I started it a long time ago. Here it goes. And let's just see how powerful this is. Like I said, you guys make sure you're emailing me because I definitely want to read yours. But here's mine when I made this. I can help people with their confidence and mindset. Therefore, I will be a personal development coach. I am built for this because people always tell me my advice/perspective gives them hope. To get things going, I'm going to get my contracts in order, set up a method for payment, and ask 3 people a week if they need my services. I've noticed in the industry there is a need for real, raw coaching where people are the focus, not money. If anyone is going to reach these people, it has to be me. I was created to help a specific group of people. I have been helping them with problems for years, actually since my youth. There is no time like the present. If I don't do it now, I may miss my opportunity. Now is the time. I have started my mission and I'm grateful for my current position. I have just enough clients to perfect my process before I experience a huge growth spurt. I am grateful I have a supportive husband who has my back. I have a mastermind of heart-centered entrepreneurs who accept nothing less than the best to guarantee my success. Powerful. And I am absolutely certain that yours is powerful too. I hope that you've enjoyed this affirmation challenge and that it's made you look at every aspect of how you are mentally and spiritually honing in on your dream. There is no limit. The sky isn't the limit anymore. People are blasting off into way beyond the stratosphere. People are all over the place. They're in the galaxies. What do you want? Why do you want it? And why would you let anything get in your way? Rock on, read these affirmations, make it a part of who you are. Say it until you memorize it or until it's time to graduate and move on to the next affirmation. It's been a pleasure to take you through this process. I can't wait to connect with you again tomorrow as we will continue to look at things to strengthen our mindset, our confidence, our technical skills, our spirit, and even our personal relationships to ensure that we are perfectly fit, well-rounded entrepreneurs. Get out there and do your part. I'm doing my part to ensure there's more successful entrepreneurs on the planet. Until the next time, I'm out of here. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.don't bitch.podcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.